always knew my mother-in-law didn't like me. You could feel it in the small things, in her looks, in the pauses instead of words. But that evening, she crossed a line. My husband and I were getting ready for our housewarming. I wanted the home to feel warm and alive right away. I cleaned the apartment until it shone, bought new decor, and carefully set the table. The kitchen smelled of roasted chicken, I was chopping a salad, and I caught myself thinking that I hadn't felt this happy in a long time. Close family friends were coming over, people I feel comfortable and relaxed with. The guests arrived on time. There was laughter, sincere conversations, a sense of celebration. And with them, she walked in my husband's mother. Barely stepping through the door, she looked me up and down and said, "What are you wearing? Is that a robe or a dress?" I felt cold inside, but I said nothing. I smiled and invited everyone to the table, pretending nothing had happened. I wanted to believe that would be the end of it. It was. At the table, she started slowly, almost methodically. The chicken was overcooked. Dill didn't belong in the salad. Normal people don't cook like that. Each remark was loud and deliberate. I looked at the guests and saw shock and discomfort in their eyes. A tension hung in the room that was impossible to ignore. Her face all evening said one thing. She wasn't happy to be there, and she had no intention of hiding it. And she said out loud what can no longer be explained away as a bad mood. "You're not worthy of my son." The room fell silent. My husband immediately tried to defend me, said a few sharp words, but she only smiled briefly, with contempt. As if this were all a game to her, one where she had already decided who was right. When my husband left the room, she leaned toward me and said almost in a whisper, but clearly enough for every word to sink in. "You'd better leave on your own. People like you aren't loved. My son needs a woman like me." After that, she stood up, turned around, and left without saying goodbye. The next morning, I told my husband everything. Without emotion, just the facts, exactly as it happened. He listened and simply smiled.